Right, last time on Curse of Strahd, while you were heading to the Vistani encampment near Seer's Pool, you encountered a injured raven being chased by an owl-like construct shooting out silvery barbs, which injured the raven. You were able to protect the raven, defeat the construct. Which you later learned was probably sent by the crone Baba Lasaga, and
Probably lasagna.
the crow was healed after some rest and kind of flew off, but it kept a short, respectable distance away, keeping an eye on you. At the encampment, you got your fortune read by a fortune teller named Madame Ava, the old Vistani woman that visited you in your shared dream. And during the card reading, apparently kind of laid out what fate laid out in front of you, where you would find allies and where you would confront your greatest foe. But was all very vague. But she seemed pleased to set you on that path. The remainder of the night was spent with the Vistani people, telling stories, playing games. Some of which told the story of the symbol of Ravenkind, others about the history of the Vistani and with Strahd, how ancient Vistani aided Strahd when he was still a prince, when he was still alive, and that's why they're able to leave the mist as they please, because they kind of had an ancient bond or an ancient favor with him. But that night, Vogel and got her name, Romaia, kind of had a little heart to heart, trying to learn more about Vogel's history. It still remains a mystery for the most part. Only that someone killed him, and he's looking for who did it.
And I like sunrises or sunsets. Couldn't tell which. Maybe there's an eclipse.
Depends on which way you're facing, if you're up or down. But you all get a long rest as you spend the night at this Vistani camp. Put you back on the map. Still have it, right? Yep, here it is.
Gotta remember how to do all this.
Yep, everyone get in character.
It's my lobby music. It's gonna throw me off.
Can't really hear the music because I have like fans on in the back. It's really quiet.
Alright, I'm in character. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Oh, wait, you have a character like that?
Vogelsuch.
Yeah, for the rest of this session, everybody will play Vogelsuch.
Vogelsuch, at the start of first light or whatever, he will get down from his perch, kind of just look around and be like, "And the crows stay away another day, thanks to Vogelsuch."
You are welcome. Oh, and for those listening, Steph couldn't be here this session tonight, and Jess is probably busy or taking a nap, so hopefully she'll be able to log on.
It's
That's
the fun.
my job.
Alright, so it is the next morning. Vistani are kind of making breakfast over the campfire as the sun rises, but as always, high overcast, so it's all gloomy.
Is there anybody around, or is everybody else waking up and making breakfast?
Oh yeah, everyone's early risers. Why do you want some breakfast? Want some bacon?
No, I just want to. I don't really eat. Vogelsuch doesn't eat, so.
They do have food from outside of Barovia, so not just potatoes and wine.
Yeah.
So they actually have some dried meat and some salted bacon and pork and things like that.
And Vogelsuch is
Dried veggies.
with just he just stuffs some extra straw into it.
Do we figure out like where they end up when they leave Barovia?
You could have asked them before. Like, Barovia is a single domain among many, and is connected through the mist to other realms. One of them was Toril, where you all came from, but there's other realms and other domains of dread connected to it. If you would have asked, they would have said that the Vistani originated from a not the original world where Barovia came from, but one that was well, actually, yes, they would have came from the original world where Barovia came from originally.
So they're not really. So when they leave, they likely go there, or where they want.
If it's even connected to it anymore.
I think they mentioned that they go to many places.
Yeah,
it's vague like that.
It's like wherever it's connected to. Like this section of, which is basically just a mountain pass, really, like what's the word I'm looking for?
It's probably
a valley
where it's like it's constantly changing what dimension and location it's being connected to, but they can always come back to it.
Yeah,
something like that.
I'll go up to one and start a conversation and just kind of like, I'll get some information when I get of it. Hello.
Like they would, like the man who knew Van Richten would have mentioned, like Van Richten is from a neighboring domain of dread, like another world, but the Vistani still travel there.
Really, so Vogelsuch, what he wants to do, he wants to go start a conversation with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to see, do it in character. Where do you tend to go to when you leave this place? Have you ever been to Toril?
Let's say you're talking to Eliza.
Okay.
The woman that Romaia spent the night with, or part of the night with. He says, well, I prefer to spend my time here in Barovia, but the others.
You do leave,
but I know Stanimir, the old man that kind of runs the camp. She says, they've had talks of going to Toril every so often.
And they've been before, or is this new to them?
It was. Maybe not to him. He's so old. But wherever the mist...
I wasn't to say anything.
Wherever the mist takes them, they tend to travel, but a lot of them always end up back here in Barovia.
Do they have any control
say sometimes...
They go?
Oh, they say sometimes... when Visanis leave the mist, sometimes they come back with adventurers, such as yourself. Or your companions.
My companions. I think I was here when I was born. Reborn.
Or made. Like, aren't you like a scarecrow?
Take the form of one? I don't think I am a scarecrow, although I do frighten many birds. So perhaps I am.
Saying, well, it's quite a look. But maybe it's for the best, because I don't want to know what's under those robes.
Oh, it's quite unsettling to many. I have shown a few.
And you can tell, like, she's preparing her belongings, like as she's about to leave.
If you have places to be...
It's like, oh, unlike the other people, I don't spend... Like Vistani, I don't stay in one place too long, and I was passing through, I suppose.
Will you be heading to Toril? Maybe somewhere else?
He goes, like I said, I like to stay here.
You're just not staying in camp.
Same. At this point, Madame Ava kind of is out of her tent, and he goes, "That's so unusual, my hay-filled friend. People come and go, but it's so hard for me to leave. I tend to stay right here, and I have the ones that like to stay with me and tend to my needs.
I am merely interested in where they go when they're not here.
Wherever the mist takes them.
Do they not have control over where they go?
We're kind of talking
Beyond
in circles a
leaving
little bit,
Barovia?
but it's like
Yeah.
it's wherever the mist connects them. Sometimes they have control. They don't really have control about.
Sometimes they do, sometimes not. Okay.
So yeah.
Very well. If you do make it to Toro, my friends would probably like any information of the outside world. I think they miss it. Saying that to Eliza.
Yeah. Saying, well, that is noted.
Safe travels.
Leaving so soon, Eliza. Oh yes, I must be off. Things to do, people to see. Madame Eva just gives like a curt little nod. And as for you, he gestures to the other adventurers. I'm sure you're off to Vallaki now.
Oh yes. Once everybody's up and ready.
Irina isn't used to like waking up this early. It's like 5 more minutes.
While that's been going on, Vio has been trying to casually ask one of the other people. We don't have to roleplay it too much, but it's just he was basically asking, so how does one become a Vistani? And in a like, can you take me with you?
Saying it's like, well, you're born into it.
Oh.
They're not opposed to the idea of you traveling with them. But
Yeah,
but Madame Eva seems to think that you have a fate about you.
Yeah, there's that.
Madame Eva, as you're ready to depart, says to you, since you're heading to Vallaki, I was hoping you could do me a favor.
Favor, you ask?
I'm curious, what is Grude's morning routine?
It's like very like go with the flow. It's like very much like roll out of bed and like, yeah. Maybe like splash some water
bench
on
presses like 3 wagons and then
It's like splashing some water face, like wandering over to wherever food smell is coming from. Like, oh yeah, that's some of that. Yeah, cool. And then so I guess just like watching around, see what everyone else is doing.
Mm-hmm. Totally different vibe from the morning you spent like in Barovia, where everyone was like dead to the world.
Yeah, that was like, I guess it was a little bit nicer. Probably starting like just like a little bit of small talk with people.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, oh man, do you have any cool dreams last night?
Yeah. Let me write down my journal, which I have.
Yeah, my dream journal.
So Madame Eva goes, since you're heading to Vistani, hope you can run an errand for me.
What's the errand? Like,
go to Vallaki, not Vistani.
I'm sorry, Vallaki.
They are the Vistani.
It's like, since you're coming to us, Vallaki.
Oh, we're already here.
Since you're heading to Vallaki, hope you do a... Sorry, I'm old.
Yeah, that would just be Romaia.
If you are heading to Vallaki, if you would run an errand. She says, it's my granddaughter's birthday in 2 days' time. Her name is Arabelle. And she loves the toys at Blinksy's. I was wondering if you would pick up a toy for her birthday. Great grandniece.
Is it more like specifics of a type of toy? Is it like a puzzle? Is it like a doll? Is it like a...
It's like, oh, any toy would do. She just loves the toys at Blinksy's.
Okay.
And she hands you a gold pouch containing 5 gold pieces. Saying, feel free to keep whatever's left over. But her birthday was in 2 days. I don't want to miss it. I don't want her to miss it.
What if we cannot get back here in time? Should we send a runner?
I'm saying no, I don't expect you to be here. See you again for quite some time. But I want to make sure Arabelle gets her toy.
Where is Arabelle? Is she... Oh, is she in Vallaki?
There is a Vistani encampment close to the town. Just ask for her, you'll know her. They'll know who she is. Saying, I think you would very much enjoy speaking with her. She's the most interesting child.
How old is she?
37.
Yeah.
She doesn't say here, but I think she's like 8 or 9.
Okay.
But maybe
So,
like
we're not
maybe
gonna buy...
11. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna buy a like a pogo stick. Well, the pogo stick, but we're not gonna
So
buy.
like, look what I can do.
Saying, if you drop by, her father is the leader of the encampment. Name of Luvash.
We'll be sure to give them a visit when we have time.
Oh, please do. You'll always have a friend among the Vallaki. Vistani. Sorry, here I go again.
Madam Eva, I think you need to lay off the bottle.
Yeah, too many herbs or incense last night during the reading.
Still pretty early.
Yeah. It's noon somewhere. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Saying, I wish you well on your journey. And remember well the words I told you.
Which was...
I was like, those are written down somewhere, aren't they?
I wrote down the cards. I couldn't write down the meaning of every card in time.
Yeah, if you ever want me to put it down, I will.
Yeah.
Not that you can make anything from it. Those are all very cryptic.
Yeah.
But after you gather your belongings, Irina wakes up. You'll have a nice hearty breakfast. You head off to the town to Vallaki. It's only not far from where you are. Should reach there by midday or so. Be back on the map. Right. So here are the encampments.
All along the river, as that's the faster travel.
And oh, goody. We get to cross very closely to the castle, I see.
Yeah, you kind of take up the map and you see like kind of where you're heading to. Saying the path among the river is a little treacherous, but if you want to take a little shortcut, then it should be suitable. Across the bridge. Before you reach the bridge, you'll see a watchtower, then the bridge. You'll pass by the old Durst windmill. Then when you get to the gates of Barovia, continue west. You'll see a path heading east, but unless you want another visit with Lord Strahd.
The Durst windmill, you say?
I imagine I've used the wrong voice, but imagine the old man speaking. Yeah. So, unless you want another...
You should lay off the bottle. You're starting to sound like Madame Eva.
I'm just on the Barovian RP mode tonight, I guess. So I say, unless you want another run-in with Lord Strahd, I suggest going west. Actually, no, the windmill is past the gates. Once you see the windmill, it's around here. Then you'll know you're getting close to Vallaki.
Turn to my companions. Didn't you find something with the Dursts? when you were in that house?
Oh yeah.
They had a lot of windmill iconography and things like that. In like painting the windmills.
Was that the name of the family that lived there, or what?
The Durst?
Somebody mentioned
Yes.
in the. Okay.
They lived there. They were the Durst.
Yeah. They just
Okay, I'm
began
looking
to,
over
like,
the
everything.
I'm looking over the handouts
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
house. So I see what
Yeah,
I know and what
You seem to recognize that name.
I have windmills and durst.
Very charming people. I'm sure whoever handles the windmill is probably going to be just as.
They're an old family that once resided in Barovia, but they died out a long time ago.
Also, very recently.
Oh, I bet you have stories to tell. You should have told that during our campfire game. Of course, no one would have believed you.
Trying not to remember some of it.
But Irina thanks them all for their hospitality. It's kind of the happiest you've seen her since, especially since you arrived, but since her father's funeral and all that stuff. So you can tell that she's kind of sad to go, but they have business in Vallaki.
Let us travel then. I don't think anyone here is the one who killed me, and honestly, I don't think they would be capable of.
Or want to. Something you can think of to maybe narrow it down from every single person, a tree. Why would someone kill you?
Oh. Have you ever killed anybody? Monsters, bandits, humanoids of the such?
When I've had to.
If someone came up to you and asked why, would that narrow it down for them? You just had to.
Well, most of the time they were trying to kill me already.
Maybe I was doing that. Maybe I was a bandit. No, I don't think so.
Maybe a monster?
Perhaps.
Perhaps you were a troll.
No, it'd be harder to die as a troll. And I don't remember fire that much. Need that.
Well, there's still some in your eyes.
I think that's an illusion.
Or metaphor made real.
That was a quick mile walk.
Yep. You're having conversation as you go.
Her Grude wants to step and be like, "What happens if you just got killed by happenstance? You just something happened, a rock fell on you, and no one actually killed you. You just died."
I don't think I'd come back for vengeance.
Does it work if you don't know that no one killed you, or if you just interpreted it that way?
That's true. I don't know. I have a feeling the universe has a way of making everything work out well.
All right,
guess we'll
it's
find
just
out.
a thought I had. I just thought about that now.
It's not a bad thought, but
A surprisingly optimistic way of thinking.
Those next description kind of assumes that you're taking the normal path, so I know you kind of take a shortcut, but you leave the crossroads behind and resume your westward journey. You follow the road as it bends around, then ascends the cliff, trudging its steep, rocky incline. The fog is thick here, obscuring the top of the cliff overhead. The road itself grows narrow and treacherous, while the loose stones and deep ruts that make it difficult to maintain your footing. Soon enough, though, the road levels out, continuing past a ruined 3-story watchtower perched atop the edge of a cliff. The tower's old stones are covered with moss and ivy, its rotten wooden door hanging off its hinges. A trail of drying blood leads inside, illuminating by the flickering golden light that emanates from within.
Is the bridge? I'm sorry.
You're not quite at the bridge yet, but you see a watchtower, kind of.
Oh, okay, watchtower.
Yeah. It's kind of it's off the beaten path, but
Yeah.
you see it.
Is it digital or analog?
I guess.
Okay, I kill Bun's character. Right in two. Yeah. Do you think that's a sentry for Strahd?
According to this map, there's nothing behind the bridge except for his domain. It's just fields or hills and then his castle. So I would assume so.
Oh, he knows.
Would
we're
we be
on
able to
our
see his
way.
castle from here?
Probably
Like back in the distance, kind of like a little.
at this point, yeah. It's like
We saw it from the previous town.
yeah, it's high up on a cliff face.
It's only 2 miles away. That's not
Yeah.
that far.
I mean, you're about the same distance away from Barovia from the castle. But yeah, it's ever present in the distance. On the horizon.
Well, let's try to keep the hill between us and the mansion, the castle, prominently between us.
It's like
I said the predicate first and screwed up.
saying I have have no desire to visit Castle Ravenloft today or ever. But unfortunately we have to get close if we want to go to Vallaki.
Yeah, we could travel the river and then go around it if we wish to take the long and dangerous route.
And then we have to go through uncharted part of the Spilish Woods, and no, let's just stick to the roads. And indeed,
As you wish.
you find that yourself, like you see, freshly made carriage tracks, not a day old.
Carriage tracks 2-3 days old.
But as you get to the bridge, so you're continuing on.
Yeah, we have no reason to. Do we want to stop at the watchtower? I assume it's a sentry and probably not important. Unless we want to just explore.
Just a peek.
It is like off the road. You would have to make a special trip there.
We'll pass then. I think we should get to where we're going. We need to buy a birthday gift for the birthday girl.
Right.
Is there anybody visibly at the watchtower?
Nope. You just see lights being illuminated within.
Okay. As long
they
as
look
arrows
like
aren't
they're-
shooting at us.
They look like
I
it's
agree.
flickering in such a way that would have people walking in front of the flame by our point of view, that we could, like, it would dim slightly and come back. We'd be able to tell if there's movement up there based on the light.
Give me
Are they
perce-
pulling a Home Alone?
Give me a perception check.
Have they set their TV to automatically turn on at certain hours?
I want a D&D Home Alone perception. Yeah, a good old +0. That's a nat 1. Switch
Nat
to the
1.
new dice. Thank you, new dice.
It's a very consistent light.
Their electricity bills are going to be high.
I think it's natural gas.
Their gas bills are going to be high, just leaving the light on. Just continue across the bridge then.
Right.
Yep.
To the bridge.
You continue down the winding mountain road, the jagged peaks looming ominously through the fog far above. The air grows colder as the road passes through dark evergreen forest. Again, I think this is assuming you're taking the forest road, so spare with it. The thick canopy, once more blocking out much of the sky's dim light. The only sounds that follow you are the crunching of fallen leaves and occasional rustling in the underbrush. Sorry, hold on. Gotta roll something, I won't do it manually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception?
10.
16.
13.
Well, I rolled pretty low, so all of you notice that there is something in the brush watching you. And with that low of a roll, you can tell it is a wolf, not a dire wolf, a normal sized wolf, kind of just looking through the underbrush.
Yeah, that wolf sucks at sneaking around.
Just watching, not like growling or anything.
Just watching.
Imagine, because we all noticed it, it's like constantly snapping twigs or like
Yeah.
poking its head all the way out.
Then when we look, it turns its head and whistles.
Yeah.
Holds up a newspaper and just peers over top of
With the
edge.
stealth that low, like when you all turn to look at it, you see it like raise its head, like turn its head, and just bolt off into the woods. Unless you want to try to do something.
Does it head towards the castle or away from the castle?
Away. Unless you want to try to do something about it first.
I don't.
Yeah.
Cast Mage Hand and wave at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll give it a wave and just well, I guess we're being watched still. I was looking at the map and he kind of had to go out of his way to just happen to upon us before we got to the Vistani, didn't he?
Safe place to watch. We're going to cross the bridge at any point.
Yeah.
Maybe we were shrouded and mysterious, or shrouded and hidden, and they couldn't find us, so they staked out where they knew we would be.
Yes, we are quite the inconspicuous group.
God already knows where we're going.
Keep RP.
Propane?
I said keep RP.
Okay.
I just lost where I was. So I need to find it.
Oh no.
Over there.
I think we should be at the ready during travel. Keep your weapon in hand, perhaps. Stay vigilant.
Okay.
Owls, my worst enemy.
Right, we're good.
They are not afraid of me.
That frightens me in turn. That they are not frightened.
I worry sometimes an owl bear will come and I will fail.
So as the wolf runs away, you just let it go off. As you curve around the edge of the mountain, the right-hand cliff falls away, leaving a sheer drop to a forest gully below. The road bends, doubling back around this ravine, before plunging dramatically into a winding around a smaller mountain peak. You were at, I guess, where the shortcut would have been, but I don't know if you're supposed to go that way. You're basically at
I see the
Sears
shortcut
Fall. Yeah.
is these dots, so we're at the bridge and crossing it. Well, the bridge is a mile long according to this map.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, probably not, but still. I see no reason why we can't cross the bridge. That's where we're going. Unless we have any objections.
Unless a guard comes out and berates us for it, I press on.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't think that would stop me.
So as you begin to cross the bridge, the foggy bridge,
Zare Falls Bridge.
As you step on the bridge, the fog kind of clears up a little bit. You see a figure standing on the far end of it. You hear him say, "Old things are stirring, and the Lord of Castle Ravenloft roams the valley. Tell me, do you serve him?"
Is he addressing all of us at once?
Yes.
Can I get a reading on this guy? Try to insightfully figure out if he's looking for allies or enemies of...
Well, you might get that answer by answering his question.
Well, that's why
But you can give me
I want to insight it, because I don't... Yeah.
Yeah, you get insight and see.
I'm also gonna insight.
Oh, I was almost an 18.
Oh my god, we suck.
You get a clear look at this guy, and it's kind of a knight in tarnished armor. But you get a close look at him, and there's definitely undead features about him.
Relative of yours?
I think not. So I will step up and I will say, "We serve no one in this locale. What of you?"
His stance loosens a little bit, as if he was relieved. And he goes, "I serve the Order of the Silver Dragon. I am a knight of their order."
That sounds rather paladin-y.
What does the Silver Dragon fight for, then?
He hesitates. And he goes, "These days, not much. Because my fool of a commander forbids it."
Maybe
It's
he's just
Makes it
trying to
job.
make
One at a time, please. I'll answer your questions one at a time.
Who goes
Hold your
first?
applause to the end.
Maybe he's just trying to not escalate things. You know, sometimes if it just gets worse and worse.
He does ask you to approach, so he gets a better look at you.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of standing in the way of where we're going anyway.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Like, what did you ask him? Like, you had like a common cause or something?
Vogelsuch will go up. See that he's undead looking.
Mm-hmm.
And ask, "Do you know who killed you?"
He goes, "It was so long ago I barely remember. But it was Strahd's army, of course. He slew all
You
in the Order of the Silver Dragon. Then when the mist fell, well, we're still here."
I find myself in a similar situation.
He kind of takes a look at you and goes, "You are revenant like me, cursed to live a half a life in this cursed land.
I might be. I feel I am one, but have the drive of one. But others call me a scarecrow, a construct, not just the look of one, but the makings of one.
Those revenants in Barovia persist long after they're risen. How long have you been alive? Or up and about?
I think maybe 2 weeks. I think we said weeks, Joey?
Yeah, less than a month.
Yeah. 2 weeks, maybe. A newborn.
Does the name of Argynvost mean anything to you?
I'm going to ask the DM, does it?
You've heard it mentioned in, I believe in Barovia, what's his butt, told you about it, what was his name? Irina's brother, Ismark?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned, it's like it's one of the landmarks.
Not a person. Okay.
No.
I've heard it once, maybe twice. I don't think it has a meaning for me, or if it does, I'm not yet set on it.
That's where my order, the Order of the Silver Dragon, makes its home. Or at least we did, until many of us were driven out. Commander... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I sneezed.
Oh.
I don't know if it got caught. I don't know if it came out of camera on microphone. Sorry, I have a hay fever. That's a little scarecrow joke.
Said many of us wanted to fight back against Strahd, but Commander forbade it. Many of us were banished because of it. So here I stand, waiting for an order that will never come. Watching the bridge for eternity, I suppose.
Did you see any wagons cross here recently?
He nods grimly and says, "The devil Strahd himself passed by here. And although he is my enemy, I am forbidden to attack him from drawing my sword against him, as my commander forbids it."
Probably the safest.
He's a
alone-
coward. Saying the Order of the Silver Dragon could fight against Strahd like we once did in life, but instead he cowers in the mansion in his keep.
What is your name?
Long since forgotten. Much like you, I suppose.
I, too, don't know my name, but I found something to be called. Perhaps because I travel with companions. But
Well, I am sentenced to a life of solitary till either Strahd is dead or my commander gives me leave.
and your commander is an Argynvost.
Argynvost Holt, yes. He goes
Holt.
Argynvost Holt. My name. Actually, would highlight some of these sometimes. Well, I'm signing the name. I have one name and not another name.
So I like typing things into OneNote when I'm DMing.
Yeah.
'Cause I can just bold the stuff.
Okay, yep, so Commander's name is Vladimir Horngard. He is the one that forbids us from fighting back against Strahd. If Strahd is your enemy, I urge you to go to Argynvost Holt and find Sir Godfrey Gilwin. Gwillem. Godfrey Gwillem.
You'll-
Put the names down.
Yeah.
Saying he has more sense about him. He's not bound by the same rules as we are, but still he doesn't have the numbers.
I would say that that's pronounced like William, but with a G.
Gilliam.
William.
Yeah, like William.
Oh yeah.
Sir Knight.
Yeah, that
Have
one's
you-
easier to say.
Sir Knight, have you considered... Oh, what's the word? Oh. Going AWOL. What's the word for that?
We're all having moments tonight.
Yes. You considered abandoning your order
He
to
goes,
find your vengeance?
swore an oath. And at this point, my spirit itself is bound to that oath. It's impossible for me to break it. We shall not draw our arms against Strahd.
Yeah, that's pretty much a paladin thing. His order could vanish in the dust, and he'll still keep an oath to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says in a grimmer voice, says like, even if I wished it not, I am bound to my word, quite literally.
A contract. Yes. I don't feel I am in that sort of situation, however. Just thinking to himself is not actually just like commenting on him. I wish you the best of luck then. I need to find who killed me. Perhaps my companions. I can help them along the way.
The
Good
night
day to
does
you, Sir
go.
Knight.
The night does go like, there is something familiar about you.
Do I
Far
have
off
any
memory,
memories
perhaps.
of-
Saying, is there something within your possession that I might be sensing?
The spidey sense. He'll dig into his chest and just pull out a couple things that he's got. Broken pendant of a silver dragon. It's always cold to the touch. And a hammer.
Just in case.
Yeah.
He looks at the silver dragon pendant, and he
It's
goes,
a hammer.
it's tarnished, but he reaches into a pocket and pulls out one nearly identical.
You are made in this.
Yeah, fast breeze.
Where
Saying,
did you
perhaps,
get that?
saying, so, trinket of my order. This was more like a medallion, not a pocket watch, but
Yeah.
the designs are similar enough. He goes, it's a holy symbol for my order. Saying, perhaps that Argynvost Holt is more familiar than you think.
You mean I could be a knight of the order?
Yes, if you are, you're not like us. But if you wish to visit Argynvost Holt, travel west beyond the wall town, then south upon the ash-gray path. Can't miss it.
The order along the ash gray. Yeah, the ash gray road.
Yeah, you know,
Follow the ash gray road. Follow the ash gray
I
road.
can point it out on the map. It'll be there.
Yeah.
And speak to
thank
Godfrey,
Speak to God.
not to Vladimir.
Very well.
But you are free to
I'll bring him
pass.
news. I will bring him news of your diligence.
But you are free to pass.
he'll milady his hat a little bit and look at his companions and kind of give a let's get going look.
Right on.
I push him into the river as we pass. Now.
He kind of muses as you all pass, saying, I have not seen others such as you in a very, very long time. Very few make it this far.
He's staring at Romaia.
She's not here. Just did message me. She says she just has a headache tonight, so...
Yeah. Okay.
So, not able to make it.
Well, we plan on making it much further.
Again, if you oppose Strahd, seek out Godfrey at Argenvostold.
Well, we definitely don't intend to do anything like that. Said in a raised voice, because I'm pretty sure something's listening.
There's a like a bat that's watching that turns its head, starts whistling like the wolf.
I'm sure there's some kind of a bush rustle that just so happens to happen right after that.
I'll continue.
Let's go.
You cross the bridge. Say good luck on your journey.
Midnight.
Good night. You also heard stories of revenants like this aren't uncommon. They just kind of wander Barovia
But-
without aim.
Vogelsuch is uncommon.
Grude's gonna be like, dude. He knew you potentially. Like, that's a huge breakthrough.
It is possible, knowing who I
You
was
had
with could
matching
narrow down
necklaces
who
or
killed
something.
me. But what if I don't feel bound to any oath as this one did?
Well, an oath is until death, so maybe you've already fulfilled it.
Well, he was dead as well.
Maybe you took a different oath.
Maybe I crossed my fingers as I took my oath. Doesn't count.
Neater. You thought I oathed, but I did. Argenvostold is right here on the map.
That's far away.
To write it in text that is
Or
very
it's
hard
very
to read.
Or it's
Yeah.
very tiny.
You can give it an outline. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just put it over black bar or white bar or whatever,
Oh yeah.
or put it over the forest itself, since that's a little bit more of a darker, solid color.
Yeah, spelled that right.
Argenvostold.
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 I wonder what that translates to. 1 second.
She's looking it up. It's gonna spoil things.
It's something hold. Like, it doesn't matter.
I think it would be kind of common knowledge that Holt means like it's a place of, or it's like it's a person who's the master of that place.
The Burgermeister.
So, shortly after, across the bridge, it's more quiet time. The mist kind of comes back, and you hear the sounds of horse hooves coming your direction.
From
heading
I guess
north,
we're only one thing the road, so yeah.
heading towards you.
I'll keep my I'll summon my scythe. Just to have at the ready.
And from the mist, you do indeed see a horse and a rider in the distance approaching at a very leisurely pace.
Just let him come.
Comes closer and closer, and this horse seems kind of impossibly thin. And you realize that it is a skeletal horse and rider, just silently traversing the mist, taking no notice of you.
I just remembered something somebody had mentioned. Does it have a head?
It does have a head.
Okay, so it's not that.
Does it have a name tag that says Ichabod?
But it just rides past you and doesn't even take notice of you. It disappears into the mist once again.
Places to go.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Rude.
No, that's our companion.
Don't say that about Romaia.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Irina goes, heard stories of skeletal riders aimlessly that once tried to escape the mist. They now just roam Barovia without purpose. You know, in some ways I kind of miss home now. All the weirdness we've seen. But
She says, standing next to a scarecrow that's just looking into the distance.
yeah, never thought I would have this company for sure, but I'm glad to have it.
After enough traveling, you eventually realize that just a boring life of you're just going home and having nothing to do is sometimes something you miss.
Oh god, the creepy door opened.
I leaned in my chair.
I thought it was a Joey sound effect.
Oh. Same one.
The door opens on the-
Life in Barovia was never boring. It was always hard. But I had my brother, I had my father. But we had a century of relative quiet, thanks before Strahd awoken. It all happened so fast. Van Richten and I forgot the name of the person of the vampire spawn.
He was your friend.
Duro. It's like Van Richten and Duro in their foolish crusade. Then Strahd's attack. Then his fascination with me. We're almost to Vallaki, not far now.
Right.
You're kind of at the crossroads, like Vallaki on one direction, Ravenloft on the other.
Take a look to see if I can find the cart tracks. If they
Carriage
veer
tracks?
back to the castle. Yeah, carriage tracks.
They definitely
veer back.
veer to the east towards Ravenloft.
Well, hopefully you didn't get out and float the other way. I suggest we continue past the gate.
So, short distance later.
Meanwhile, at the later.
Look at the rain.
You got. Meanwhile,
The road
Full time.
continues forward, passing between patches of dark wood. The air here is as quiet as the grave, the trees standing perfectly still in the unnerving silence. Not far from the road, nestled in the overgrown underbrush, stands a mossy stone slab standing just 6 feet in height. It rests on an old cracked stone circle and seems to bear some sort of carving.
Better go check it out.
Yeah. Are we near? See the windmill?
Not quite
Maybe
yet,
this-
you're close, but
Look away.
you see this stone slab.
Let Grude take a look then.
Okay. You notice it has crude drawing of a raven flying over 3 pointed stars. The grooves are lined with lichen and moss.
Person's trying their best when they drew that.
You can tell it's like really old.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps it's a dying message.
A liken to what?
Okay, now I killed Bun's character vertically this time, so I
Yeah.
him too. Display a pun bar event. We're waiting for that Bun.
Yeah. There must be a homebrew class of a pun bard.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen dozens.
A bard of comedy.
Instead of vicious mockery, it's vicious puns. Or another version is dad jokes.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
good.
college of dad jokes.
The road soon emerges from the woods once more, veering between two hills. Before long, it bends to the north, hugging the base of the mountain. This is where you start to see the windmill. The old stylish roads transitions here from being a winding path through the Vallaki Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a prominent to a promenade.
Prominent.
No, promontory. Atop which is perched a displaced stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Premonitory?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, like a premonition,
Okay.
but as an adverb or adjective. Language.
Yeah, odd choice in words.
I'm definitely a little off in my description reading tonight.
No, that's a word that I've never said. I just googled what it sounded like. So.
Just a word in regular.
The onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Ignore that part. And this windmill does, in fact, perfectly resemble the paintings that you saw in the Durst household, but a much more decrepit and leaning to one side. And as you stand to admire it a little bit, you do see in the distance a cart being pedaled by an old lady heading from the direction of Vallaki.
But does it look like a dragon?
No.
Don Quixote reference.
Oh. But as she kind of gets within vision of you, she kind of stops the cart and like gives a wave. And she goes, "Oh, hello. Travelers I seek?"
That
Yeah.
would be just a description, yes.
Oh.
Yourself?
Oh, I was just heading back from Vallaki. It has been a tiring day. Luckily, I'm almost home. And she gestures towards the windmill.
I hope it was a peaceful trip there. It can be quite dangerous, it seems.
Oh, yes, all those Don't worry, I have my tricks to keep those which wish me harm at bay. Don't live as long as I do without learning a few of those. But yes, how is this at Vallaki selling my dream pastries? Those poor refugees from Barovia. There's so much stress.
What's a dream pastry?
You've never heard of my dream pastries? Of all
Where are you in town?
Organatha's dream pastries?
I think we got here like 3 days ago.
Well, then you must try one. I offer free sample. The first pastry is always free. A free sample, as it were.
She's a drug dealer.
Grude's gonna try it.
And gives you the most wonderful sensations, most wonderful dreams. Nothing but happiness and bliss. And after all, those poor people from Barovia, they need all the happiness they can get, don't they?
Is this crystal meth?
Is this a drug?
So for the dreams, is it I eat it and then I dream, or do I take it before I go to bed?
I would eat it when you're not on the road. You have a moment to yourself.
I got it. I gotcha. Cool.
But she uncovers opens up the cart, which is covered by like a rug or blanket. She it's like these little pastries, look like little meat pies almost, but with like a tart pie.
Muffin.
Yeah. Say, here's one for you. Do you want two? You're an awful big boy.
Well, I guess I should probably maybe yeah. They look really good.
Only one. One free sample.
Okay.
Everybody gets one. Vogelsuch will not take any as he does not eat.
Well, that means that that Grude can have his.
Irina accepts the ones out of politeness, and she goes, What are they made of? Saying, and they must be magical if they give you good dreams. Saying, I'm not going to reveal my secrets. It's an old family recipe. Me and my daughters make them up in the windmill. But she hands one to Minerva and Romaia. It's like, how about you, young man?
Yes, thank you. Politely takes it.
They may be a little stale. I wasn't able to sell all of them today.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be just fine.
Saying, are you heading to Vallaki?
Sure are.
Then maybe I'll see you again. You can have more of my pastries.
Anything we should know about on the way there, just in case? Sorry.
About Vallaki?
Yeah. Just check it. Anything we should know about on for the pathway there?
Saying, we'll just follow the trail. You'll know when you get there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy the pastries. The people of Vallaki and Barovia just adore them.
I think anyone just about anywhere enjoys pastries.
They're so sweet, but also tart. You'll never find such flavor from any of the taverns or wherever they cook there. That's so full of flavor and so wonderful.
I can't wait. This sounds awesome.
But I really must be going. My daughters are waiting for me. I've been gone for so long. They're probably worried sick about me.
Did she say her last name or just her first name?
Morganatha. Nope, no last name. Just Morganatha.
Aye. Durst.
Durst. He goes, no. Who are the Durst?
believe they once owned that structure in the distance that you are inhabiting.
A long time ago.
Well, it was very bad shape when I arrived. When we arrived.
Abandoned, however.
Squatter's rights.
Right on.
But the day's been long. I can't wait to soak my feet in a nice warm bath.
You have running water in that thing?
No, but it's hot
Is she the water baron from the Starfinder game?
Yeah.
Well, we won't hold you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Enjoy the pastries.
Thank you very much.
And she starts pushing her cart to the trail up to the Durst windmill. She hums a little tune as she does.
I'm just gonna roll this for a minute.
Irina goes, "That's unusual old woman. Living out here all by herself. Well, I guess she's with her daughters, so."
I just casual insight check.
Sure.
Casual.
Yeah, casual nat 20 insight check.
What are you inciting?
Just the genuineness of her, I guess.
She seemed no more like odd than like Madame Ava.
Okay. Just old lady, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Let's get going then.
Yeah, so all of you who took a dream pastry can add that to your inventory.
Will do.
Right.
No pastries for Vogelsuch.
I bet they're great.
I bet food tastes good and pooping sucks.
No, cooking would be great.
Poop and Grude, that's what they called me.
I'm the best at it.
I have no digestive system, so I do not produce waste.
Irina does go, it's like, I am a bit peckish. But, these aren't drugs, are they? Like if you eat the wrong type of mushroom, gives you...
I'm so sure these are drugs. That's what I'm feeling right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I'm totally cool with it, but...
I still want to see if you guys are cool with it. Yeah,
It's like if everyone else doing it, then I guess I'll do it too. Like, come on, let's go.
Probably take her advice and not eat it while we're out in the middle of wilderness, though.
Vogelsuch is wearing a Dare t-shirt.
I definitely don't want to be sitting in these woods and start hallucinating. And trees coming to life, starting to sing or something.
I might do that anyway.
I, for one, am glad I'm traveling with people who will take sweets from a stranger.
You're the responsible one.
Right. Sorry, just going through the list here. Right, the winding valley road hugs the mountainside as it meanders north. The dark wood clings to the opposing side of the road, the tall, gnarled trees creeping close as they dare. You can hear the sounds of wind rustling through the leaves and the occasional creak of branches. From time to time, it almost sounds like the trees are whispering among themselves, or stirring their ancient roots into old, rotten mulch. As the road continues, the forest swallows it up on both sides, the trees towering far above your heads, blocking out but the barest hint of gray light. The air grows thick and heavy, with the scent of moss and rotting leaves. In the distance, you hear a raven's gurgling croak, followed by the sounds of fluttering wings. Before long, it becomes clear that your presence in this dreary land has not gone unnoticed. A raven follows you for several minutes while keeping a respectful distance. And that raven is the blue-tip raven that you rescued before, and it's gathered with two larger swarms, just kind of keeping a distance, circling overhead. And the blue tip wing raven just kind of take flight among them.
I wonder if he's trying to protect us or if he's just like checking us out.
Well, just about everything else seems to want to spy on us, so why not?
Maybe he wants some of those pastries.
That could be it too.
Kind of feel bad giving these to like a bird.
Do they smell good, by the way?
Oh, they smell wonderful.
You shouldn't give bread to birds. It's not good for their stomachs.
Oh yeah, the water swells up and then
Yeah.
I guess we'll all just have to eat them ourselves.
I have heard rumors that bread makes you fat.
Ahead, the trees to the north break, revealing a grassy field. The tall grass sways in the chill air, the field stretching until it reaches the shores of a dark, distant lake. Fog clings to the shoreline, even from the distance. You hear the faint sounds of water lapping against the rocks. Irina kind of pauses as you pass and kind of stares off to the path to the lake. She goes, nowhere nearly to Vallaki, but can we make a little detour to the lake?
Why's that?
I don't know, seems familiar.
There's a path to the lake in the village of Vallaki. Should we not get there first?
Yes, if you wish. Remember that story I told in the campfire about the lake? I've never seen it before,
yes, but I remember, but some other people might not remember. So remind them, but not me.
it's a dream. Dream I had when I was younger. Shore of a lake being chased by a dire wolf. Saying I've never seen a dire wolf until a couple of days ago, so it's not a memory.
Well, dreams are not memories; they're dreams.
But please, can I just look for a moment?
We're pretty close, so I was about to ask what time of day it is, but how can we tell?
Yeah, I mean it's been a few hours, so it's probably almost midday.
Yeah, as long as it's not getting dark.
Yeah, it's not getting dark yet.
Darker than normal.
Oh, that was wrong.
See,
hey,
it was better
fast
going
travel.
to the village. Yeah, the village
Here it
is
is.
safer than. Oh, never mind.
Here you go. Yeah. Imagine this, but without the rowboats.
Yeah, Crystal Lake.
Yeah. He goes, this is exactly like what was in my dream.
A lake.
A lake. Saying the mountain, trees.
Maybe you traveled here as a kid, but too young to remember.
Never visited a lake like this with Poland. But in my dream, I was with a man that I presume was my real father. Perhaps it was just a dream. Doesn't mean anything.
Have you ever considered it wasn't?
Was found so young before. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but I was surely never chased by a direwolf. Sorry to delay you. We can continue.
No, it's fine. If I take it from personal experience. If you can do anything, if you find any hint as to where you come from, seek it out. And you may not get another chance.
Well, I mean, I was found so young. The only family I've ever known was Ismark and Colin.
True.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, he is my father. She kind of pulls out some of the knickknacks that she unburied from the tree on the hill. She goes, I mean, I have keepsakes from my mother, and whoever this Titania is, but they don't mean anything to me. I don't know if that's horrible of me to say that I don't care about my actual parents, but I'm just happy to have the family that I have now, I guess.
A family does not need to be linked by blood. It may be nice to learn of your origin, but if you don't, then it doesn't hurt too much, I suppose.
Well, no hurry. But perhaps we can take a break, a real-life break, as I admire the lake. That's to say, we're going on break.
Yeah.
Yay!
Do have a moment at this, at the lake. You want to try out the pastry.
I'm gonna save it.
Irina doesn't seem to be worried
You eat
about
the pastry, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna eat that whole mountain next. Oh, yeah, you're gonna eat the mountain.
Irina doesn't really care about the pastry. She's just kind of looking over the lake. Probably the first time she's seen such a thing in person. So it's new to her. Yeah, water. Seen water for the first time.
Technically, it's Vogelsuch's first time seeing a lake, too.
It's like a real big puddle.
I think I would float across that.
You would get you get pretty soggy though.
Yes.
We also don't know what's in there.
Well,
water.
Yeah, that's only.
I mean,
I don't think I have to worry about leeches or. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about leeches or anything of that sort.
Irina goes, what's a leech?
It's a blood-sucking parasite.
That sounds awful.
I've dated a few.
But
it's like a vampire slug.
You can see Vallaki from the road. We're almost there. It's been quite a journey.
Let us continue.
As long as it's a quiet one.
You just jinxed it, dude.
Nothing will go wrong.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Grude also kills Vio.
I feel so loved today.
As quickly as it appeared, the field is swallowed up by the forest again. The trees closing in around you once more. The dark undergrowth rustles and stirs in the wind, and the weight of the forest presses in from all sides. You are unable to shake the sense that somehow you are being watched.
I think we've felt that the entire trip.
Right, so... Vio... Oh, come on.
Yes. It is.
Vio and... think it's just VO. Yep, just VO. Because of your passive perception, you're able to see the pack of wolves that are surrounding you in the underbrush.
Yeah.
As your footsteps squelch into the old, muddy road, you glimpse a flicker of movement in the underwood, a flash of gray fur, amber eyes, and sharp white teeth. Then, as soon as it appears, it vanishes, skulking back into the shadows.
Yeah, we've got more spies, or possibly something worse.
Like bats and stuff?
Larger, more teeth.
Geese.
Less dangerous.
Oh, wolves.
The woodland road takes you through a small, forested clearing, the circular tree line littered with dense thickets, moss-covered boulders, and craggy ridges. Then, without warning, 8 snarling shadows, well, in this case 4, 4 snarling shadows launch from the underbrush, fangs bared and claws outstretched. As these wolves attack.
Initiative!
Yep, roll initiative.
Much like our companions, 4 wolves vanish from existence.
Yeah, we still have the raven, I guess.
Yep, the ravens are following you.
Yeah, 7.
And each individual raven gets its own initiative.
Nope, it has it's a 2 swarms of ravens, and then the blue-tipped one.
Welcome back.
Who left?
Wasn't I?
Don't know, I just heard a ba-dum immediately after each other.
We're all here. Alright. Theo, you're so good at this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're under initiative.
Oh, am I not?
I'm using up all my good rolls.
I'm not in it. Joy 15 is what I got.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Romaia. Romaia's not here.
Oh god, did we lose them? Where'd they go?
No, they're in absence. They're in missing player purgatory.
It's like asleep in a backpack.
They're pastries by the side of the lake. It'll be a couple hours before we see them.
Really wish I ate my pastries back there now.
Got to do my false life, which after a long rest, so I'm just going to do that now. It'll probably be immediately removed, but I want that temporary HP.
Okay.
Since I can cast it at will, I just basically cast it every time I wake up. Or whenever I lose temp hit points.
Okay. But Vio, you're up first. These wolves have you surrounded.
Make yourself big.
Okay, so I climb onto Grude's shoulders. And of course they're spread out, so yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, the things with the Fs are the ravens.
Yep, they're flying.
Okay, just double checking. Everything on the map is too black. I'll take that out of context. Okay, I guess I will. Yeah, Vogelsuch has the north, so I will move over here to help keep Irina safe, and I will ready an action for that when one of the wolves comes towards us, I'll attack it.
Yeah, attack they do. One will rush. This one was going to rush toward Vio. And
Yay!
attempt to do a bite.
Well, as he does, I roll a 22 for 9 piercing.
Okay. Which definitely hurts it. But it gets a 20.
Dirty?
Dirty 20, yeah. And it does 6 piercing damage. And it is you're grappled as it latches onto your leg.
Ow. Down, boy. Down.
Just does this thing where it starts like shaking its head back and forth.
Who's got a rolled up newspaper?
The other one's gonna come to and do another attack to Vio.
Yo.
Why did I decide to be a frontline fighter?
Gonna bite 17 hit.
Yes.
Alright, take another 7 piercing damage.
Woohoo. Now my other leg is
Give me a
grappled.
strength saving throw.
Just add that plus 0 on. 12.
12. Okay, he tries to like knock you prone, but you're able to keep standing. This wolf. Now here. Take a bite out of Vogelsuch.
Jokes on you, I'm straw.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay, sure.
Okay, mage
Can't
armor.
we take a bite out of crime instead?
We don't have crime with us. We're good people.
As it tries to bite you, Vogelsuch, the nearby swarm of ravens is going to get right in this wolf's face and attempt to peck it to death.
Yeah.
Whoa, with a critical hit,
Nice.
these ravens just swarm this wolf. And when it like flies back into the air, it's like nothing but a wolf skeleton. No, it's a dead wolf.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
At this moment, would you like to know what the name of a group of ravens are?
rolled max damage.
An unkindness.
Yeah. Alright, Grude.
Right. Like honestly, Grude would be like, "Whoa, that just happened." But then over
Eyes
to
ironic.
this one here, the one to the left of the O. I'm just gonna do the. Keep saying vine whip, but I know it's Thorn Whip.
You'll have to the left. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Grude, use Vine Whip.
All right.
Grude.
24 hit.
24 hits.
Cool.
1 piercing.
I do not want to pull it closer.
Okay. And find where it is. Right. Swarm Raven's gonna do the same to the wolf near it. Which is not a crit this time, but it does hit for 7 piercing damage. Got to do Arena. Get in here. That works. Get down here. There we go. Right. Blue tip Raven. She will actually get close to Uvio. Kind of hover in your, not hover, but kind of fly around your area.
Raising.
Right,
Vogelsuch.
Well, since the thing next to me has been dealt with, I will go just basically take out my scythe, start heading towards that last wolf that hasn't gone yet. That's 5, 10, 15 to get to him. First off, I'm going to bonus action form of Dread. Very first thing I do is new temp hit points, which are worse than what I have, so good job. But I can now try and frighten things. Go ahead and take an attack with my scythe. That's good. 25.
5. Will hit.
Assume so.
Yeah.
Good amount of damage on that. 13 magical slashing damage. And I needed to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Rolls a 3.
Wisdom save? Yeah, it failed. It is now frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Right. Does that mean he can't move closer to you?
Can't move close to me, and disadvantage on attacks if it can see me. And I'm going to step back
Okay.
to mess with this one.
As you're
shouldn't
up
have
close,
Yeah.
you notice that you like looked into the wolf's eyes as you were doing your form of dread. Its eyes were extremely human-like.
Means nothing to Vogelsuch. Well, I mean... Yeah, what do you say something? Can I make a intelligence check to see if I can understand what that might mean?
Sure.
14. Do I consider these to be lycanthropes in wolf form? Or something similar?
Because the only thing you notice about them is their eyes. Is this one's eyes.
As they'll pass by Grude, they'll go,
They're wearing contacts.
I believe these are lycanthropes, werewolves. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Like, what do I do with that information? Like, do we still like? Can we speak to them? Like, is that?
I free action shrug.
Okay. He's like, I don't know.
So he's frightened of you. He can't move towards you, right?
He cannot move towards me.
He just does like the frustrated dog thing where he starts pacing back and forth. Like where he is.
Yeah, here is the
Walkies.
submit.
Okay.
I need a reminder on this. When you have a spell that it's the range from it is from yourself, can you direction it? Like, do you have to be the dead center of it, or can you like be in?
Is it a is it a cube?
Are
Or is it
you talking about Shatter?
No, shatter doesn't have to come from me.
Is it a cube?
Yes.
Cube you have to be on the face of. You have to be on the side of. So you're essentially, making a beam, which is the giant beam. If you were like thunder waving or something, yeah, you're in a good position.
Yeah. Good guess.
That's bards.
Yeah, he's pulling out his violin and just like rips a chord, which of course very loud, and 15-foot cube facing southward as they hit into the two wolves.
Yeah.
And I'll put up the explanation for it. Each creature in the cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
The first one fails. The one to the left, the right. So sorry, the left. And that's enough to knock him loose, and he falls to the ground. The other one rolled a 15 though, so he takes half damage.
Yes, half damage of 9, so 4 thunder damage.
Okay.
The corpse is pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, your corpse.
All the birds scatter.
Yeah, it also emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet, so people in town just heard us.
Well, it's a cube. Oh wait, it's below you anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to hit Grude in Arena.
Thank you.
Best thing to do if you're surrounded and you have a cube, drop on the ground and aim up. Well, if you want to piss off the DM with being clever.
Alright, so it's gonna attempt to bite you. Ooh, that was almost a crit. It's an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
Right, you take 9 piercing damage.
Oh, well, he really did dislike me. I'm down.
Oh no!
Well, lucky for you, the raven swoops in
Gives you mouth to mouth.
before the wolf bites you, and it bites the raven instead. Use this reaction to take the damage.
Wait, the ravens are weapon master fighters?
But you are now grappled.
Okay.
I want to give me a strength saving throw as it tries to pull you away.
But I don't take any damage.
No damage, but you are now grappled.
Yeah, it just rolls off of a 17.
16.
7.
Alright, yeah. Let's see here. So when you're dragging something, it's half speed, Mark, I think.
Correct.
Yep. Drags you in this direction.
Ah!
And we cannot attack of opportunity VO because it is forced movement.
Yeah, but he wasn't in your range.
Oh, that too. Well, that too. But...
Yeah,
Right.
don't attack Dio.
Yeah, I want to like thorn whip him back.
Tug of war.
You could, you
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. You got Gus try and push him away. It's forced movement. Breaks grapple.
Oh, I think I skipped Irene's turn. Did I skip Grude's turn?
I think we're like getting to it, so I'm just a couple.
Did you get one last time?
I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in a weird place.
Sure, blame the
It's
controller.
Can I throw him up VO to like drag him back without hurting him?
Oh yeah, you had a turn last turn. You thorn whipped.
I did. I have had
Oh,
one.
you
turn.
did. You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
I missed Irena's turn.
Yeah.
This swarm of ravens is gonna go towards this thing. This other wolf.
They're still hungry.
They hunger.
It'll miss. Just kind of hovers above.
Wolves are made of breadcrumbs, right?
I drink water after.
Now the worst thing is rice.
Arena will attempt to stab at this wolf. Unless you want to do something else.
No, stab it.
Save VO.
Okay.
10 will miss.
Reaction.
Alright, Grude.
All right, so I'm gonna try getting.
He is being grappled, so I don't think you can actually move him, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh yeah, okay. Then maybe I'll just go after
You can't if you force somebody to move, it breaks grapple.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, mechanically, yeah. So if you push something, or like the grappler or the grapplee gets forced movement, breaks grapple.
But it might ruin my clothes.
Yeah, I mean the thorn whip's probably you might as well just thorn whip the wolf.
Yeah, I can't move my character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just moving the map.
You're moving the map.
Make sure that you're selected on the arrow tool instead of the hand.
That would do it.
Yep,
Thank you very much.
that's
Well,
why
that's-
I'm a DM sometimes. You move
Oh, wait,
19.9 feet.
And then, yeah, so I'm gonna do throw him up again.
To
24?
To Theo or the wolf?
The wolf, because it breaks the grapple from the other guy, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
24 will
Right,
hit.
I'll do Theo. I'm guessing
Martha,
they're
At
go
least
for
makes it
Theo.
closer.
It is.
So how does this work? Because I don't want to hurt Theo.
Oh, you just do it to the
You're,
wolf because
you're
if you
attacking
move
the wolf, right?
Okay.
If you attack the wolf, it's also forced movement. It's just that Vio's probably an easier target. He's probably also killable by thorn whipping. So the
Well,
only
they're
benefit would be if he's a smaller AC.
It's a hit. You can roll damage.
Yeah, attack the wolf.
An amazing 3.
Okay.
And then
Go.
right.
Yeah, if you
Pull it
decide
towards
to
you.
pull it, it would be you. Oh, don't worry. The thorn whip never does much damage anyway, and then it maxes out damage to me.
Yeah.
You accidentally crit on Vio.
I think it only does like 6.
Yeah, how did I roll a 20 on a D8?
Alright, swarm of ravens fly over. Swarm this wolf. Levin will miss again. These wolves are just like growling and scaring them off before they can do anything. Tip Raven will hover around. Unless he's protective Theo right now. He'll go over here. Right, Vogelsuch.
I'm right next to this guy, so might as well go ahead and can't take out the double sickle. So I'm just going to go ahead and scythe him with another 25 for a total of 9 magical slashing damage.
Yeah, how do you kill this wolf?
As Grude just pulls it there, I take out the scythe and just come right down at its head and just try to decapitate it.
Right.
Then I turn up towards the other one.
Oh yeah, it's like Rude whips it forward. His head like reels back and then he slices his head right off.
So we see his like human eyes roll back, and we're like, oh wait, oh god.
Not this wolf.
Okay, cool.
Just this one. and I'll head up here. And he's no longer frightened at the end of this turn. Actually, I will be smart, and I will stay back here. So, you know, he has to leave the ravens to attack me.
Okay. This wolf is just gonna run towards Grude.
Is
We'll
it
get
so frightened?
We'll get attacked. Not anymore. It was like just waiting for the moment for his turn to end. Yeah. We'll do 2 piercing.
Get rid of that. Yeah.
And do a bite attack against Grude. Oh, a 12 will probably miss.
And you're right. I'm a 14.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Wait, what?
He's at least a 10.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. Being a bad DM.
You're never a bad DM, Joey.
Oh, well, thank you. Alright. It's all good. If the bite doesn't work, it's going to attempt to claw you. For the natural 1, I think he's still kind of scared of you. Being so close to you.
Boo!
Right, you.
He thinks he's a crow.
Wonder if watching his like brother get destroyed by the birds.
Take half movement to stand back up. Use the rest to go over to help Grude. Thanks, Grude.
Oh.
And badly missed.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Oh well.
It's more ravens.
I think
17.
the chances are would go.
Do 5 damage. Swarms the wolf again. Give a little pecks. Kind of cries out. Dog pain.
Never more.
Well, so much for those human eyes.
Can't have them if you don't have any eyes.
Head tap.
Rena will do rapier attack. Do a 12. Will hit for 5 piercing. Right, Grude.
Go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do. I get disadvantage because it's a.
Any magic attack or range attack, you get disadvantage. Although Thornwhip, we found out, is actually a melee spell. It just,
Okay,
has,
it
just has a big range.
I feel like it's so close to dying that it'd be a waste of time to do anything else.
And the same goes for actual whips.
Cool, natural 1.
Natural 1 is a miss.
All the ravens
Use
get in
it.
the way.
So many ravens.
That's so
Edgar,
ravens.
Alan. That's
These
so
ravens
many.
do 10 damage to this wolf. By this point, you notice that this thing is taking a lot of damage.
Does it look hurt?
Nope.
Is this the one with the human eyes?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's got special eyes.
Right. Vogelsuch.
See if I have anything else I can do. Continue with what I do best. Yeah, I'm just gonna slice at him. Slice and dice. That's a nat 20.
20, yeah.
Almost a 2. Right off of it. That's a 12 and
It's usually the other way around.
11. 27 magical slashing damage. Out of 28, I almost maxed that.
Wow.
Somehow you did more damage than you rolled to hit.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Do you have to do a wisdom save?
Yes, he does actually. I gotta remember that.
Rolls a 9.
He is afraid. DC is 13.
Alright.
Me too. That hit would have outright killed me.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna move anywhere because we're all bunched up. So that'll be my turn.
As soon as you do that one attack, you notice that the wound that you make immediately starts to close itself.
This thing can heal.
Where's the silver?
Irina goes, the werewolf! Saying, what did that passage say from Van Richten's guide?
I think it said, give it. The weapon has to be made of
Of silver.
Sildar? Silver?
He goes, silver or necrotic damage. Necrotic.
Oh,
That's what
I
it
can
said.
do that, no problem.
Wait, did it say radiant?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
So upon hearing that, the wolf jolts towards Irina, growls, and then
Disadvantage on attacks.
goes to Vio, yeah. Claw attack against Vio. Does a 16 hit
Yes. Was that with disadvantage?
with disadvantage. Right, you take 7 slashing.
Oh, he is looking real hurt.
Yeah, and give me a strength saving throw.
$16.
16, right. Doesn't quite get you to knock prone.
I think I'm gonna fall that way to begin with. I am at 1 health.
Right, it's gonna attempt to bite at Vio and at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
It rolls a 7.
That might hit Simon.
Yeah, it just barely misses.
Okay, Vio.
Grude's gonna come to save you, little buddy.
Let's see if this kind of damage hurts him. I don't think healing isn't gonna really do much. So is gonna just try to wail on it by playing a string of and just like a flick of the bow along the violin and like an echoing whisper of lyrics towards the wolf as I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
Let's see if psychic damage can hurt the thing.
Wisdom save.
I believe its
Yep.
saving throws are also disadvantage. Let me double check. Ability checks, so not saving throws, just ability checks and attacks.
Rolls a 16.
All right, saves.
I don't have. Nobody has silvery barbs.
Oh yeah.
Does it do half damage?
It looks it.
It's a level 1 spell.
No, it's a level 2.
Target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 11.
Is that what I rolled? Wow.
Yeah, you rolled 22.
Yep, 11.
Right.
I remember a couple of 5s and 6s.
I rolled that much damage. Wow.
3d6. Yeah.
4d6.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was a 5, 6, 6, and a 5.
Dang.
Yeah. It like starts pawing at its head as if it's trying to get something out of there.
Let's all cram our pastries in its mouth.
The ravens will do a beak attack. 22 will hit for 5 piercing. Irina goes, some of the silver arrows from Ben Richten's cache, I'll
Dab him with it.
do a maybe improvised weapon attack.
I would imagine you could use it as if it were. You could use it as improvised, or if you just take the ammo, I would say it's like a dagger.
Okay. Yep.
What? It's up to you.
There's a rapier here.
If Legolas can do it.
Yep. Here should do a unarmed attack. Rolls a 7,
Nah.
so that will miss. She hasn't been given the help action. She's been given the help action to Vogelsuch from attacking to attack this this wolf next turn.
That'll work. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use Chill Touch.
Okay.
What about Grude?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that
I
wasn't
just-
even my fault. You just assumed it was your turn.
Yeah, you said for this upcoming Vogelsuch. Okay, just go ahead, Grude.
Because Dio looks like a shell of an elf, I'm just gonna do a 2nd level Cure Wounds on him.
Right.
There you go.
I just gotta touch.
Yep.
Get 13 back.
Oh, that is very helpful.
I keep forgetting I should heal stuff.
Yeah, you're our healer. Remember that.
What a heal.
Ha! Ah! I get it.
Take back that damage.
Yeah.
10 will miss the swarm of ravens.
They have
Blue-
necrotic, right?
Blue tip 1 continues to fly around. Vogelsuch.
All right, now that it's my turn, I'm going to go ahead and do an advantage attack with Chill Touch.
Is it a spell?
Yes.
Alright, then let's roll normal. An 18 that will hit.
Well, to roll normal, I rolled a 1 and a 13, and it just drops to 1, so I don't know if I put it in order. Or 1 and an 18.
Well, then do the one on the right or left.
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
Oh, yep, you miss.
I'm a Chill Touch. That sucks. What else do I got? Even though it was a help action, it's distracting.
Well, it's a spell, so you get disadvantage at melee range, so it evens out.
Oh yeah, Chill Touch is a
Although is it a touch? I don't think it matters.
no, Chill Touch.
Oh, yeah.
Chill Touch is actually a ranged spell.
Yeah, it is. It's just weird.
And then Thorn Whip is a melee.
Yeah, it's weird. I probably would have stepped back to do that.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll
Also
take the
is
attack of
nice.
opportunity.
Okay.
If it has disadvantage on.
Nothing about the name for Chill Touch makes sense.
Yeah, it's supposed to, just because it's using a ghostly hand, it's just that like Mage Hand can
Yeah.
pop up.
I know so many people that ended up taking it thinking it was an ice spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolls an 8, so it's gonna miss.
So yeah, aggressive. So now I'll take that 18.
Okay. Yep.
And damage. This is necrotic damage. 7 necrotic damage.
Right. And indeed, when the wolf kind of regains its becomes less frightened. You notice that the wounds from all the raven pecks aren't closing up like your scythe one did.
Yeah. It does need to make another wisdom save, as
Okay.
I did hit it with an attack.
Wisdom save 13.
13 just passes, so
Passes.
he's not feared.
This wolf is assessing the situation, looks back and forth, kind of cringes in pain at the wounds that are healing, and he's going to take a bonus action and disengage and run into the woods. In this direction, Vo, do you do anything?
Well, if he's disengaged, then.
Oh, that's true, you can't, yeah.
We don't have Sentinel.
Not yet.
Right, combat over.
Thanks again, big guy.
No worries. Yeah. Usually, like, it sucks when you get bit by a bunch of wolf bites.
Yeah, 3 chomps to the legs. Ow.
What?
The raven perches on Grude's shoulder and goes, do 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 do.
It's like, what a unique tune I have never heard before.
And then it kind of nuzzles your beer a little bit and flies off with the rest of the raven swarm.
Wait, did you just
Shoo.
take these?
Oh, I said he did.
Okay, I was like, wait, it's like you like went into my beer.
He took these.
You're like, no!
As pigment.
But
Okay.
you can tell they're not too far away, still kind of watching.
Thank goodness we were good to that raven and saved it that one time.
I hope not saving these wolves does not come back to bite us.
Say, what's that?
Unless they become revenants too, I don't think they'll be able to bite us.
Irina goes, was that really a werewolf, a lycanthrope?
It like understood English, so
It's
like
okay.
that was a big tip off.
I looked into his eyes and I actually saw fear as Vogelsuch.
Oh, that could have
Attacked it.
been my as the horrible form goes away for Vogelsuch, goes back to his normal scarecrow. Then that was probably because of that. But yes, I saw in his eyes the wrong voice. I saw in his eyes that of a person.
Strahd promised us safe passage to Vallaki. But I wonder if he was just speaking to me directly. You notice that everything that's attacked us so far just ignores me.
Honestly, I think that's a good thing. Let's just ride with it.
She kind of like grabs at her neck from her scarf and goes, it's because I'm twice bitten. I'm sure of it. Strahd marked me, and so creatures of this land knows to keep me safe.
Some of them.
A minute or two ago, I wouldn't mind a bite or two if meant them stop biting me.
And you
We should
wanted
get
it to
Vallaki.
bite me, so it didn't bite you. Is that what you said?
What?
What?
Never
That's
mind.
that's what it sounded like.
We should get to Vallaki and rest.
Mm-hmm. So you
Yeah, I
are
wouldn't
not.
mind somewhere to sit.
But Vallaki is not too far away at this point. As you
Oh, I like the one. There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to complain.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and there's the ravens.
More than a dozen ramshackle tents have been set up against this palisade wall. Among them, dozens of ragged, emaciated people mill about or sit by low burning campfires and bedrolls, their hollow gazes watching you silently as you approach.
Why did we want to come here?
And
They
it
look
is
worse than I do.
approximately dusk when you arrive. The sun's beginning to set. Some regard Irina with dull recognition, but none lift a hand in greeting or make any gesture of warmth. And that is where we will call it for tonight.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good place to stop.
Yeah. I've read too
Thank
much
you,
ahead
Joey.
of this. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very
That's
much.
good. Didn't overpower us for three players.
What's that?
Didn't overpower us with 3 players.
Oh no, this guy actually has ways to
Oh, it's
balance. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're using the fan thing. That's
Yep.
good.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
supposed to be 8 wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that.
Actually, no, 6 wolves, and then was it a werewolf? It sure looked like it.
Well, the other 4 went off to chase down Minerva and
Yeah.
Romaia.
Yep. But thank you. I wanted another reason to stop is I wanted to when we actually got here have everyone be here if they can. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
so yep. Thanks everyone. We're back to our regular bi-weekly schedule.
And they miss out anyway because they didn't get any dream pastries.
Yeah, they only eat dream pastries.